Hello, what's up YouTube? Today I'm attempting to do my first ever Doctor Who DVD review. I was going to hold out onto this until I got all the DVDs that I wanted to get for that review thing that talks about in my update channel video. So this is going to be my first ever Doctor Who DVD review. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if the video goes well, I will upload more of them. Without that out the way, I can now get on with the review itself. I'm going to be reviewing a story which I can only best describe as a sandwich filling, pretty much, because it took off from the previous story, and in the story afterwards, the invasion, and the story before this story that I'm about to review was the Dominators, which I'll dub in a little picture of somewhere around here. So yeah, this is one of my favourite Doctor Who stories ever. It's by Patrick Troughton, and if I was to give Patrick Troughton a top favourite stories, it would be number 3, The War Games, number 2, in the wrong order. Number 3 would be The War Games, number 2 would be The Seeds of Death, and number 1 will be The Mind Robber. This is a really good story, and I would definitely recommend picking it up. So yeah, let's just go over the cover. You've got the Master of Fiction. Some people may debate whether this villain is actually the Master, like in the Gallifreyan Master, but he did not actually appear until Terror of the Autons. So yeah, you got his soldiers. I'm not sure what you actually call these, but I kind of call them the soldiers. So yeah, you got Patrick Troughton here, the Master of Fiction, the exploding TARDIS, which you can see at the end of episode 1, and then behind here is the Land of Fiction, no, the Forest of Words, sorry about that. So yeah, so let's go over the blurb and go over the basic plot with dust on it. Escaping from a volcanic eruption on the planet Dulcus, which immediately takes off the previous story, The Dominators, the Doctor is forced to use the TARDIS emergency unit, which takes the craft out of normal space and time, or time and space as it's written on here, and out of reality itself. The time travellers arrive in a mysterious world peopled by fictional characters, Gulliver and Rapunzel, the Arthgan, which I've actually never heard of, and Sir Lancelot, but I have heard of the other ones, but also creatures from mankind's worst imagings, like, if I was to look at my camera, my little book stack, in the story that they have to go through individual puzzles, and Jamie's face changes now and again, and I have to reassemble his face, due to puzzles and whatnot that the Master of Fiction has laid out for them. So there's the first picture. It's Jamie looking into a mirror held by the Doctor. Then you've got the Medusa, the 3 regulars in the TARDIS, the toy soldiers, and Jamie and Zoe being terrorised by the white robots from the first episode. So yeah. This story was originally written by Peter Ling, but the Dominators, the previous story, got shortened to 5 episodes from 6. So Derek Sherwin wrote an extra opening episode for this story to shorten to fill in the gap in the schedule. So yeah. It was originally broadcast between the 14th of September and the 12th of October 1968. You've got commentary with Fraser Hines, Wendy Padbury, David Maloney, and Hamish Wilson. Also Jamie, because in the second episode, Fraser Hines had to pull out, and a double had to be put in for Jamie because Fraser Hines caught chicken pox for the second episode. Then you got the Fact of Fiction, the making of the Mind Robber. Highlander, the Jamie McCrimmon story, which basically Fraser Hines takes an informal look at his time in Doctor Who. Basil Brush, a sketch from 1975 featuring a second Doctor's fearsome foes, the Yeti. Photo gallery, production subtitles, and digitally remastered picture and sound and quality. And it also says down here, certificate PG, overall category raised to PG due to additional material being classified at a higher certificate than the main feature U. Weirdly, the story is actually only 99 minutes long, which is the regular one time of a regular 4-episode story, meaning that the episodes in this story only run for about 20 minutes. Inside the box, we've got the exploding TARDIS, all the scenes and whatnot. I always like flipping around the little instruction manuals, the little leaflet things around to the scenes for all my Doctor Who DVDs. I don't particularly know why, I just do. So you got only about 2 scenes per episode. So, for example, part 1 scenes read number 1, part 1, number 2, last, number 3, the Doctor must follow, number 4, end credits. So there's only literally 4 scenes for 1 episode. This is what the writing in the manual looks like. There's the disc again, just in case I didn't show you. I can't remember. So yeah, there's the manual. So in my opinion, this is a really good story. It's a very original plot, which is good. And you don't necessarily have to buy the other ones, the Dominators or the Invasions. The slices of bread for this story, really. So yeah, I'd recommend getting this DVD. It is a really, really good story, and I would definitely give it 10 out of 10. It's one story that's been close to my heart because I've rented this from a local library like 5 or 6 years ago. Maybe probably more. So yeah. So I would recommend this story. It has a very original plot, and it is just a really good Doctor Who story in general. So I would definitely recommend getting the Mind Robber. So yeah, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this Doctor Who DVD review video. This was my first ever Doctor Who review. Sorry if it wasn't up to standards for any other people's reviews. If you want me to improve on the reviewing things, please let me know in the comments, and please comment on how you'd like to see them reviewed. So yeah, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed my first ever Doctor Who DVD review. Pitch Go Black out.